Hi, Lisa. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hi.
Hi, so this is Lisa Montoya, and she's a nurse for how many years?
23.
23 years, okay, at a
Yes.
local major hospital in the Roseville, Sacramento area. And we originally met a few years ago. You came to our office with um, neck complaints, I think, is what you said. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
definite. Yeah.
And we did a very specific treatment after we determined you were a candidate for it, where we corrected your atlas by using what's called Atlas Orthogonal. And what was like the first thing you told me you noticed after we adjusted your neck?
Oh, well, the weird thing is, it 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 brought me back the memory of the injury, and then I realized how long I had that injury. It was about 30 years.
30 years?
Yes, it just brought everything back. I was like, I was kind of in shock by it, really. But the fact that I could bend my neck back has just changed my life. Really, I was just it's amazing because it was a treatment that worked. I didn't have to go back and back. It just worked instantly that day, and I still have full range of motion with my neck.
Yeah,
It's
and
wonderful.
it was remarkable. I mean, in fact, I think you were surprised at how gentle the correction
Oh
was.
yeah,
Feels like it
yes.
doesn't do anything.
It didn't feel like it could do anything, but I mean, I had the mobility that I didn't have for so long.
Yeah, I remember you said like you had trouble even looking at the ceiling, like you.
Yeah, looking up, I would like use all my whole body, all my shoulders with me if I had to look up. It was a process
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
just looking up.
yeah. It was a remarkable outcome. That was really fun. So,
Yeah.
anyhow, we're actually talking mostly today about your elbow. So, you had
Yes.
developed pain in your dominant elbow. We would
Hmm.
call it tennis elbow, even though you don't play tennis.
Yeah.
It's technically known as lateral epicondylitis. And what was it that you were experiencing, and for how long?
Oh, before I got the treatment, it was about 3 months, and it was just severe pain in this area, tenderness, just pain throughout my forearm, and made it difficult to write, especially in the morning. And this kind of had like the weakness and the grip, and I made sleeping really painful because I couldn't sleep on my back or anything kind of touching my elbow. I'd wake up in a lot of pain.
And then did you have trouble like lifting a coffee cup in the morning or?
Oh yeah, yeah. Those big old water bottles were very heavy, really, to me.
Okay.
I
And
started just doing everything with my, even brushing my teeth was very painful. So I would just kind of switch to my other hand as much as I could.
okay. So you lived with that for about 3 months or so.
Yes.
And what were you doing for treatment?
I just looked up online, like physical therapy and for tennis elbow, and started doing the stretches and the strengthening exercises that I
Okay.
found online. Yeah.
And were you progressing, getting any better?
It, no, not really. I mean, it would get better for like a day or so, and then if I slept on it too much, it would just be the pain is just right back. And the stretches were very painful as well. The exercises were very painful.
Okay. So then you came in probably, I think, for like just a sort of routine follow-up appointment for your neck. And
Right.
we were talking about your elbow. You'd mentioned it. So one of the things we did was we did Softwave TRT, which is a really unique, cutting-edge therapy. There's over 1,400 published peer-reviewed articles in the medical literature about it. So I talked to you about it, but one of the challenges with tennis elbow is it can be incredibly chronic and difficult to resolve. And in fact, if you look up some of the research on it, it actually isn't the best for tennis elbow. But what we did with you that was kind of unique is we found that you had nerve root irritation that when I had you hold your wrist up against resistance, that was incredibly painful for your elbow. But
Yes.
found a spot in your neck that as long as I held that, your pain was reduced and your strength was increased. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
we did 8 treatments with you. We treated your elbow, your wrist on that side, and your neck to
Hmm.
reduce the pressure on that. And tell me where you are now after 8 treatments.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it's almost gone. It's just the tiniest little bit of pain, but I don't notice it, and I could sleep on that side, and which just means everything to be able to sleep. It's yeah, it's barely there. It's not difficult to do anything.
And you can lift that morning cup of coffee.
Yes, I don't restrict my movements with it at all.
Good, good, good. Well, perfect. You've had a tremendous outcome, and
Yeah.
uh, it's been awesome to watch and to work with you. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and have a great day.
All right. Right. Thank you.
See you later.
See you. Bye.